Hey gang, welcome to the 37th CBP Annual Convention. I'm Dr. Bob. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you here this fine morning on Sunday because I'm too busy still in the terminal on my second delay. At any rate, I knew Dr. Deed was going to do the rest of this case. It's a unique case. Now, we're only halfway into it, but what's so unique about it is this gentleman came to me 17 years ago when I was in a different town, and he came in with the same exact thing. He had a loss of curvature in his neck, but he had a huge head translation. I mean, who has films from 17 years ago? I have half of them. I can't find the other. But at any rate, in the digital world, that would have helped. So this gentleman, he had a lot of numbness and tingling and neck pain. And he was huge into motocross. And around here on the East Coast, he was national champion at a Unadilla Raceway for motocross, which is huge. And he loved to do it. And because of the numbness and tingling in his hands, he basically gave it up. So he became a carpenter. And while building stuff, he would notice as soon as he would start using a hammer over his head that the hammer would just fly out of his hands. And unfortunately, he didn't know where to go, but from a referral, he heard about my particular office and came in. Now the issue was because I moved an hour away, he never maintained his spine. So I'm going to tell you a little story about maintenance and how important it is, because in the CBP world, we're the only ones that can change that spine, which ultimately changes their life. But if you don't maintain it, guess what? 17 years later, we're back in the same boat with this gentleman. So what's really unique is in that maintenance world, it's just like braces on the teeth. So like my wife, she had the most craziest teeth as a kid. I mean, they were all over the place. I mean, some were here, some were there. That's where some of her teeth came from. And so what happens? She ended up getting braces. And you know what? She didn't have braces for 1 year. She didn't have braces for 2, but for 3 years. And then you know what after that? They never even offered her a retainer. You see, most kids just don't wear the retainer. She was never even offered a retainer. And so sure enough, at age 30, guess what? She got braces again. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is because basically this thing happened to this gentleman as well. We had fantastic correction for this guy so he could actually start doing motocross with his kids again, but he never maintained his spine, partly because I moved. But at any rate, that's the importance of not only correcting your spine, but maintaining your spine. So this gentleman, at this point, 17 years later, was like, I have to go to a hand surgeon. And so that was next on the docket. Ready for this? His wife, they're always the smarter ones. The wife says, why don't you go find that chiropractor you used to go to 17 years ago? He's the one that fixed you before. So he drives 1 hour to my office one way 3 times a week to get correction. Now we're only halfway through this case, but it's really cool because we just took his post x-ray. But the challenge with him is he has this huge head translation. And when I mean huge, it's a good 15 millimeter displacement. So the challenge is you can't be working on sagittal curves and bringing that back because you're going to start jamming facets and nerve roots and increase the radiculopathy, which is awesome for business and retention, but I don't recommend it. We're trying to help you out, right? So at any rate, we tried to take out his translation first. So using CBP protocol and methods, mirror image adjusting and traction exercises, we got some fantastic results, which Dr. Deed's going to share with you momentarily. I'm just going to show you a little bit more about what we did in here and how we set them up in traction, and then turn you over to Dr. Deed. Follow me. So this is my office. You'll see about 1,600 feet of just traction. This is my dog Lucy. She likes to sit in the icing chairs. God bless her, right? So one of the things we do is we actually put people in a type of translation traction, and it's very intense because if their head is this way, hold on, are you ready? You ready? We bring them the other way. That's it. That's how intense it is, okay? So this is my patient. Hope you all like it. We basically locked down the patient and we brought their head over into left head translation and we locked it there. And then ultimately we start off at 2 minutes. We added 2 minutes every time or so. We got them up to 15 minutes in this particular case. And we just took his post x-ray on the 36th visit. You'll see some fantastic results. We're all very proud of him. He's worked hard. It travels a long time to get here. But that commitment and consistency has paid off. Again, we're at halfway through his care program. You're going to see some awesome results. Again, Dr. Deed's going to share it with you. We did as much as we could in a short period of time to get this to you at this particular case study portion of the CBP Annual. And as usual, Dr. Deed loves to give us a whole 36-hour notice before he needs that case study. No exemptions! So anyway, enjoy. I'm glad I could be a part of it. Enjoy the rest of the annual. Maybe I'll still see you in the terminal. Take care.